Hi guys, Arielle here, and today I wanted to talk about cutting your weave. So it's a taboo type of thing. People don't talk about it. How do you cut your weave? So I just cut my hair, and I cut off about, I want to say that much. Yeah, about that much. So I thought I'd make a video because I'm not an expert at it, but I feel like I did pretty well. I've never cut my weave before, just FYI. But I do have a few helpful tips, not tints, tips. For a lot of you don't know, my mom did hair for 35 years. So a little tricks and tips that I picked up from her and things like that because I would do her hair. So, I had to be on point. But anyways, so the first thing that my mom always told me is don't go immediately for the cut that you think you want. Wear your hair long a little bit. See what you do like, what you don't like. Because if you wear your hair in a ponytail, but you want to cut it to a bob, that's not going to really work. So you got to feel yourself. Your first step to doing that is like wearing your weave, embracing it, styling it, wearing it the length that it came, kind of working with that and seeing where you want to go with it. So that's what I recently did. My last video was a review of this hair that I've had in for like a month. So I wore it, and I noticed about me, I liked it straight, and I like to wear it down. Like I wore it up once maybe out of the whole month that I've had it. So I noticed that I like to wear it down, and I love it straight. I like it curly, but I love it straight, and it's so easy to wear it straight. So then I decided to try my hand at cutting it. My next tip is don't overcut. You get your scissors, you're like, hey, I'm happy, yeah, cut. But you need to go at the outline of real hair. You don't go, people's hair doesn't grow evenly all the way across. And that's the beauty of people wearing long hair that is real. It doesn't grow evenly. One of my friends, she has really long curly hair, and she's always had her hair done by my mother, and I would be in there like talking with her while my mom was doing her hair. She'd always be like, I have this one part that doesn't grow like the rest of my hair. This part is shorter. But that's the beauty of natural hair. It grows unevenly. So if you go and you cut your weave straight naturally all the way across, it doesn't look real anymore. And it takes away from the beauty of it trying to be natural. I don't know about anyone else, but I like my weave to look natural. I don't like weave that looks like weave. Because what's the point? But yeah. So basically what I did was I angle cut it. So like my side bang here, you see how that is not straight one length. What I do with the scissors is you go in and you cut diagonally down. That's my tip number 3. Kind of know what you're doing. Don't just go in and because then you're going to have pieces that are like cut out. So kind of maybe YouTube it a little bit. I just know because my mom had hair that was like maybe boob length or lower, and she'd always let me do it with her supervision, of course. And I go in, take my time with it, cut it, work with it a little bit. And I think that's how I learned how to cut, because she cut her hair. She would cut it up here sometimes. She's cut it here sometimes. Like my mom loved different hairstyles. So just go in when you're cutting your front. What I did was I split it in the back, pulled it up around on both sides, cut this side all the way down, but I started in the back first. I don't recommend that. It made it a little harder when I got to this side, but pull it around and start here and work your way down. And look at the style ahead of time. What I did was I Googled pictures of asymmetrical bob because that's what I'm going to end up going with. But that leads into number 1. Work with your style for a little bit before you jump into like a drastic cut. So I just kind of angle cut it. And I like it. I really like it. I'm going to wear it like this for a couple weeks, and then I'll probably cut it a little bit more because I'm working my way to that asymmetrical bob. Another tip, you guys. Cut your hair after it's been washed, because sometimes different types of hair shrink when they're dirty. So I waited until I washed and deep conditioned. I washed it and deep conditioned it last night. Yeah. And this morning I got up and blow dried it and straightened it, and then I cut it, just so I would know the hair is clean, and this would be the length that it is every time that it's washed. It'll have this bounce to it. You'll know exactly what you're getting into. If you cut it when it's dirty, you never know what it'll look like when it's washed. It's just like natural hair. You know how your natural hair shrinks up when it's washed? No matter the texture of your hair, it'll shrink. Just kind of keep that in mind when you're cutting. Also, another thing is make sure you like it straight. Like after you cut it, make sure you like it straightened. And that when I say that, I mean when you cut it, it's going to look cute. You're going to love it. Or it's going to be too long. You're not going to like it. So then you want to go in and cut some more. Make sure you straighten it first just to see, because you might end up liking it after you straighten it. So I'm not coming in here being an expert or anything. I don't know 100% of things. And if you know some tips, let me know some more tips, because I do plan on cutting it again. But these are just the things that I picked up being around my mother and like basically dealing with my hair. So thanks to you guys. This is just a quick guide to cutting your weave. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for some more videos. Wow, tongue twister. Stay tuned for some more videos. Bye, you guys.